Getting to listen to the voice is, you almost have to learn to be still. There's so many voices that we're not even aware of, because we've got the voices of society, with all the bombardment of the images and, what we're supposed to look like and be like and eat. And then we have the voices that we were raised with. It could be our parents, our religious background, our, pastors. There could be teachers. All these voices saying, you should do this or you should do that, or, this is more practical, and it's getting in touch with knowing what makes you feel good and feel at peace. Because we have instincts and we have feelings, and when something's not right. But so often we ignore it, and then we start all those doubts again. I don't know if I do this, or they're telling me to do that, and I don't know if I would fail. It's just this whole ping pong match going on. And you just have to learn to be quiet and understand. It's like, but what do I want? What do I really feel that's right for me? And it's hard if you've been listening to all those voices and you don't have the opportunity to be still. And people are afraid of silence. Just being in a conversation with someone and very few people listen. Are they getting ready to say what they're going to say next? Or they just can't stand if there's any break in the conversation, if there's any silence. In musical terms, some of the greatest pieces of music are those little rests between the notes. And so profound to have that bit of silence. And we live in a noisy world, and we just don't do that. And we're also afraid if we do get silent, then we are going to have to face that pain that we have been stuffing down. And we want to avoid that. But it gets to a point where then that voice within us will really start to scream when it's not heard. And it's when you were saying intuitive eating, I know I've just really heard of that, because some people, their body, I have a friend who's violently ill. She eats gluten, and she's had to listen to her body that she has to avoid those type of things. So common sense, fruits, vegetables, high complex carbs, proteins, staying hydrated, eating enough, making sure you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or if you're better off eating, 6 smaller meals a day, whatever feels good for you. And so dieting, I think most people also, they diet for some reason. It's some outside, how they're going to look on the outside, or they have an event, like a wedding or a reunion or something, and they say, I'm going to lose weight for this event. And so then it's going on this drastic diet, which I was always, going on drastic diets all the time. And it's just not loving yourself. And when you go on these diets, I heard somebody say diet has the word die in it, because you feel like you're going to die, But, when you have this restrictive, like I used to do this insane thing anytime I was going to go on my diet of the week, whether it was, in the old days, it was either Scarsdale or Atkins or whatever crazy diet there was. I would eat like everything that wasn't on the diet, like cookies and cakes and hamburgers and all this stuff I would eat before I'd go on the diet. So crazy. I mean, crazy. I gained 5 pounds before I'd go on the diet, and then I restrict myself from all that. And you can eat anything. And that's kind of the freedom to eat is it's okay. It's not okay given our American diet, I think, for, as far as the high fat and fried stuff and all the stuff that's unhealthy for us. But diets are just, they don't work. It's like having this solid nutrition program that you're going to feed your body the fuel that it needs. I eat more now than I ever did on a diet because I'm healthy now.